indicators that, yes, maybe we do need a new gym at St. Anthony.
They'll fill it up too, probably.
The Dog Pound's active tonight. They're doing the Zulu dance over there, ready for the jump.
And the tip goes to Wines. He gets it to Storm, and St. Anthony brings it down court.
Stew-Stras is going to play a man defensively.
All right. Storm has it, goes on the left side to Wines. Wines out in front to Bouchou. Ryan Bouchou back to Mike Wines. Looks out in front, nothing there.
Craig Moffitt gets the envious task of guarding Mr. Bachler out of the gate here.
Phillips down the paint to the hole. He trips and lost the ball. He's got his feet tangled up and fell down, and it's a turnover on St. Anthony. So it'll be up to the Comets to see what they can do offensively. Moffitt gets it to Rinker on the left side. Rinker inside to Weatherall, makes a move against Bouchou, puts it up too hard, no good. Rebound goes to Wines, and it goes out of bounds, belongs off of Wines. He didn't know what happened to it after he grabbed it. It got knocked away.
See what happened? Luke Weatherall went back after the missed shot. Instead of climbing over his back, he went right up with him as the ball went up, and Luke knocked it off. Wines out of bounds, so it goes back to the Comets.
All right, so it'll be Comets ball under the basket. Schuler will do the honors. Slaps the ball, sets the play in motion, goes deep with it to Rinker. Phil Rinker takes it right side to Schuler. Schuler's a good three-point shooter. He's hit 26 of them this year. Rinker's hit 25. Duncan goes down the paint, and before he could get to the basket, someone got a reach in.
Pardon me. Mark DiMarzio says the foul's on Mike Wines.
I didn't tell you who the officials were. Mark DiMarzio from Robinson, Doug Williams from Shelbyville, and Corey Hepp from Pinckneyville. There's a pass inbounds to Rinker. Nobody scored yet in the ball game. Here's Schuler faking, driving underneath, no good. Bouchou takes it, or Bachler takes it out of the air.
Bachler pinned it.
Pinned it against the corner of the glass.
Then got the rebound.
Inside to Bouchou, spins in the corner, tries to get it to Wines, does. Wines drives, puts it up, no good. Weatherall with the rebound. Clears it out on the side to Rinker, and down court come the Comets with it. Pass in the corner goes to Schuler. Schuler holds it high, now brings it back up. Whoops, he can't find a teammate. Finally, it's knocked away by Phillips, but regained. There's a shot partially deflected by Phillips, taken by Rinker. Loose ball taken out of the air by Ryan Bouchou. Still nobody scored. Storm has it for St. Anthony. Goes down the paint, leaves it out in front with Phillips. He shoots a three, in and out, no good. Rebound Rinker. Phil Rinker clears it off on the side to Moffitt. Deep in the corner to Duncan. He fakes, now jumps, shot way short, taken out of the air by Bouchou.
I think we're going to see more scoring than this a little later.
Wines takes a tumble, and the pass is intercepted by Moffitt. Yeah, I think somebody will score pretty soon.
Yeah.
Second turnover for St. Anthony. Schuler fakes a three in the corner, doesn't take it. Gets it back out to Rinker. Out in front, they go with it to Duncan.
See, Bachler's got Schuler, so he's playing the tough D.
There's a shot put up, no good by Rinker. Rebound cleared out by St. Anthony. Wines drives for the basket, shovels to Bachler, fakes, goes up and gets hammered.
Wow, 4 green unis got on top of Bachler.
Bachler says, Wines, why'd you give me that basketball? Why didn't you go ahead and shoot it?
Because Mike's saying, I'm a smart guy. I saw those people. They're going to whack somebody.
JV game went to St. Anthony, 55-54. It was a dandy.
It was just that exciting.
Chris Bachler to the free throw line for St. Anthony.
Luke Weatherall got the foul, the first on the Comets.
Free throw's good by Chris Bachler. That's his first point, and the first point anybody with 5:42 to go. Took a while to get the lid off in this one. Next one by Bachler is up and around and in. He made them both. He's got 2. And it's 2-0 St. Anthony.
So Moffitt's guarding Bachler. Bachler has Schuler. So that'll be an interesting couple of matchups there.
In the corner, Schuler fires a three. Way too long. Rebound, Weatherall turns, puts it in. Nice shot by Luke Weatherall on the rebound. Schuler missed a three, but Weatherall got it and put it in. Ties it at 2. Storm to Wines. Mike Wines out in front to Bouchou. Back to Wines. Looking for some help out to Storm. Storm back to Wines. There's a three on the way out. No good. Tipped out of there by Bouchou, but taken by Moffitt. Comets hustle it down court. Moffitt flips it on the side. Rinker a long three. No good. Rebound Bouchou.
Bouchou's got 4 rebounds already.
Storm quickly over to Phillips. Phillips takes it to the hole. Still going. Kicks it off to Bachler. Spin move. Stops off the glass. No good. Rebound loose. Battle for. Taken by Phillips. He falls down in a heap. The ball's loose. Wines has it. Now Weatherall ends up with it. Like a hot potato. 3 turnovers on St. Anthony. Wow. 2-2. We're all tied up. I hope the early going here is an indication of how this one's going to be tonight, because it's going to be a fun ball game. Weatherall inside, works against Bouchou. Partially deflected, no good. Bouchou lost it. Wines gets it. Clears it out for the Bulldogs to Chris Bachler.
Nice job of Bouchou getting it to somebody when he couldn't corral it. You know what?
Bachler gets it on the side to Wines. Wines has it out in front for the Bulldogs. And we got a shove underneath on Weatherall, probably.
Yeah.
Well, you know, this is going to be a key if Weatherall can stay in the ball game. If he doesn't get in foul trouble like we saw him do at Charleston, it'll be an asset for the Comets. If he gets in foul trouble and has to go to the bench, they lose all their size just about.
Well, see, he's got 2 early fouls. That's his second.
Oh,
he just got one a couple of trips ago, yeah.
Okay.
Remember when Bachler got clobbered down underneath?
Well, I'd forgotten, I guess, who they gave it to. Bachler for 3 out of the corner. Good. Chris Bachler's got all 5. The Bulldogs lead 5-2, and Weatherall's getting ready to check out of the game here, I believe. I think they got a sub. I think Richard Haney's going to come in. There's a near steal at midcourt, but Moffitt gets it back. On the side, they go with it to Schuler. He goes underneath to Weatherall and back to Schuler out near where the Queen's sitting. Now they get it to Rinker for 3. It's way off the mark. Weatherall gets a rebound, puts it up, no good. Tipped out of there by Bouchou. Touched last by St. Anthony, I believe. And it'll be into the ball game. Richard Haney, a 6'3" junior. He's going to replace Weatherall, who's picked up 2 early fouls here. It'll be Comets ball to inbound, and Seth Schuler will do the honors under the bucket. Look at the crowd on the stage, Greg. Didn't take him long to fill that up.
This is better than a regional game.
Here's a shot out of the corner. No good by Duncan. Rebound cleared out by...
I think Storm just brought him down all by himself.
Storm by himself. Takes it underneath. Nothing there. Brings it back out top of the key. Gets it off on the side to Wines. Back out in front to Storm. Haney and Bouchou leaning on each other underneath. There's a lob to Bouchou. He looks and he traveled. Took a little rabbit step in there trying to get shooting room, and he got called for the 4th turnover on the Bulldogs here in the quarter.
I still don't have Stew-Stras for a turnover.
5-2. St. Anthony on top by 3. We've got 3:17 to go in a low-scoring first quarter.
Comets have not been able to translate that into any points. They are, my golly, 1 out of 12 from the field.
Turns, shoots, guy shot. Richard Haney.
They're 2 out of 13 now.
Wow, Richard Haney, nice turnaround shot. He came in for Weatherall, and that spot's got all the points in the ball game. Down the court, they go with it to the left-hand layup. No good by Storm. Rebound cleared out by Duncan. Storm drove the baseline, tried to put it up left-handed. It climbed out. 2:47 to go in the quarter. Moffitt out in front, works against Storm, kicks it off in the corner to Rinker. Back out in front, wide open Duncan from 17, and he got it. Kyle Duncan rattled one home.
Ron Nieberg was quick up off the bench. He didn't like Duncan having a shot that open.
Bachler goes in, gets a block. Nice block by Rinker. It's loose on the floor, and out of there with it comes Duncan finally. He powerfully took that rebound away.
We've had 4 or 5 blocks already.
That's true. A lot of deflected shots and block shots already. Schuler drives the baseline, kicks it over, and out of bounds.
He bounced the ball, and he bounced it out of bounds.
That's right. He tried to get it to Craig Moffitt in the corner, and by the time it got to him, it hit the out-of-bounds line. In comes...
That is Mr. Fresh. That's Mr. Frosh.
Cody Rinker.
That's the man.
All right, let's give him a different number here. He's wearing, what's he wearing?
30.
30. I had him for 33,
yeah.
So we'll change that right quick. So Cody Rinker's in.
Duncan needed a blow, Larry, so they sat him down, and they brought Ryan Shuddy in.
So Shuddy also comes in. All right.
Shuddy up there.
Storm gets it out front to Wines. Wines goes baseline, tries to get a shot, gets it knocked away again. Stolen out of there by Haney. Quickly they get it down court to Moffitt. Moffitt flips it on the side to Cody Rinker. Out in front to Haney. Moffitt. Back out in front they go to Phil Rinker. Off to Cody Rinker. To Moffitt. 6-5. Stew-Stras leads with 1:47 to go in our first quarter. Haney to Rinker. Didn't shoot. Off to Cody Rinker. Off to Moffitt. Moffitt did walk. Yeah, Craig Moffitt.
They were just trying to set screens out front for him, and nobody could get open enough to get a shot.
Seth Schuler re-enters the lineup, and Moffitt sets down now.
Yeah, the Comets were running without 3 of their starters there for 2 trips up and down the floor.
Bringing the ball
the
down.
clock's there.
The clock wasn't running?
Now it is.
Well, it wasn't inbound yet, was it? Or was it running when it should have been off? Here's Storm for 3. It's no good. He got fouled on the shot by Cody Rinker, I believe.
Yeah. He did indeed.
So Derek Storm gets to go to the line and shoot 3.
Yes, sir. Cody's first, 3 on the Comets.
1:04 to go here in our first quarter. It's 6-5. Stew-Stras leads and a low-scoring start to this one. Storm goes to the free throw line, takes his time, puts the first one up and in. That ties it at 6 apiece. Storm's next attempt, up and around and in. Puts the Bulldogs up 7-6. And Storm's third free toss. Good.
Boy, took his time. Nice job.
Drilled all 3 of them. 8-6. St. Anthony up by 2. Their biggest lead was 3 at 5-2. The Comets' biggest lead was 2 just prior to the last trip down the court. All right, Comets have it in the corner. Phil Rinker has it. Gets it out in front to Schuler. Schuler down the paint, looks to get it inside, does. Turnaround shot by Shetty is no good. And the rebound goes to Phillips. Phillips flips it across court to Storm. Derek Storm has it. Still on the move, takes it left side to Wines. Wines lays it down, gets it out front to Bachler. Bulldogs looking for the last shot here with 26 seconds to go in the quarter. They lead 8-6. They get it to Wines. Bulldogs just work the weave. Now they're going to get it to Bachler. 17-16. Coach Nieberge says run play number. Storm has it, goes right side. Gets it off to Bachler. There's a long 3 on the way. No good. Left side rebound taken there by Rinker. Looks down court. Gets it to his teammate. A shot put up by Cody Rinker at the buzzer. Wouldn't have counted had it gone in. So that's the end of the first quarter. Low scoring, but a good quarter. Here's your score. It's St. Anthony 8, Stew-Stras 6. Haney to Schuler. Comets get the ball on the alternate possession. Nice pass underneath to Haney. Works against Bouchou. Double teamed out to Duncan. Jumper from 12. No good. Rebound Bachler. Brings it down for the Bulldogs. Clears it across midcourt.
One thing to watch is Duncan, because he was pulling on his jersey in that first quarter, Larry. He wanted out of the game, so he might not have been well. Heaven knows there's been enough sickness going around this area.
Bachler being hounded over there by Seth Schuler, and he gets a hold. Schuler doing his best to keep a hand in Bachler's face, gets called for a hold.
4th foul on the Comets, first on Seth Schuler. Sid St. Anthony 1 of 8 from the field, but they were 5 for 5 from the line. That's why they're ahead. 5 turnovers, 9 rebounds, 1 for 4 on their threes. Stew-Stras again 3 for 15 from the field. Didn't go to the line, just 2 turnovers, 8 rebounds. They missed 3 3-pointers.
Phillips has it inbound for St. Anthony, gets it to Storm. Derek Storm now takes it to the right side.
Comets have switched to his zone now defensively.
8-6. Wines tries a 3, too long. Rebound goes to Phillips, though, for St. Anthony. Clears it out to Bachler. In the middle of Wines for the layup. That'll go. Mike Wines on a nice assist from Chris Bachler. Makes it 10-6. A 4-point St. Anthony edge. Near steal by Storm, but not quite. They get it over to Cody Rinker. Stolen away by Storm on a loose ball. Quickly to Bachler for the layup, and he got it. Bachler scores, and the Storm, Derek Storm gets the assist, and it's now 12-6, and there's a 6-point lead for the Bulldogs.
Looks huge in this game, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Nice pass underneath to Duncan. Works for the jumper. It's good. Kyle Duncan quiets the Bulldog crowd as he hit a nice baseline jumper. Makes it 12-8. He was pretty close in for a high percentage shot.
Nieberge wasn't happy about that shot either, that he had it.
Storm to Bachler. Bachler stops, pops a 3. Good. Chris Bachler drills a 3. He's got 10. Dennis Luber may want a timeout here, and I think he does want a timeout. So it's timeout on the court. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30. 15-8. Bulldogs now up by 7.
73% of Clay County youth do not use tobacco products, but that means that 27% currently do.
I want to tell you, we got a good queen. During that timeout, Kimberly Cabas was up in that beautiful gown and the gloves on, and she's going, "Come on, Bulldogs." She was up there cheering just like the rest of the dog pound.
Isn't she a cheerleader, too?
You betcha.
All right.
There you go.
Cheering right along with her.
You bet.
Her teammates. All right, it's 15-8. The Bulldogs put a little run on the Comets here. Comets have the basketball. A two by Seth Schuler. Had his foot on the line. He hits from long range, and it's 15-10. Bulldogs lead is at 5. Was 7 for the largest. On the side, it goes to Doug Woltman, who's in the ball game for St. Anthony, having trouble with the dribble. He's getting a baptism under fire. He had a good JV game tonight with 22 points.
Stormy's getting a breather. Looks like he was a little winded there to start this second quarter.
Woltman has the ball. He feeds it on the side to Phillips, and Phillips gets hammered across the wrist before he can pull the trigger on a layup, and it may be Moffitt.
That's a good effort by Woltman to get the ball inside like that to Phillips. I'm not sure that Aaron knew it was coming. Fouls on Moffitt, his first, and that's 5 on the Comets.
I'm not sure where Woltman knew where he was going either when he started moving towards the basket, but he went straight to the hole.
It worked out.
Chris Bockler shoots another 3 on the move. Good again.
Golly. Folks, if you haven't come seen this kid shoot, you owe it to yourself.
13 points for Chris Bockler, and it's 18-10. The Bulldogs up by the largest margin of 8. That was a 3-pointer. Here's Moffitt on a 2. No good, but he got fouled on the shot, and he'll shoot a couple.
Woltman came over the top, and he picks up his first foul. Of course, he's just joined us on the floor. His first foul is the second on the Bulldogs in the game.
Doug, by the way, is a 6-foot sophomore.
And was the sophomore attendant in the homecoming court.
Well, he's doing it all tonight.
Mr. Versatility.
He'll probably push the bleachers back when we're done tonight. Moffitt's free throw is good.
By the way, let me not be remiss. Lexi Ann Nieberge was our crown bearer, and Eddie Jansen brought in the flowers tonight. So let's give those young folks credit.
Moffitt hits again. He's got 2. That makes it 18-12. Bockler hustles it down court for St. Anthony. He's going to handle the ball without Storm in there. On the side, Wines fakes a 3, doesn't take it. Brings it out top of the key all the way off the glass. Rolls out. No good. This rebound, Haney. Richard Haney clears it out. He throws it long down court to Rinker. Stops, pops a 12-footer out. No good. Rebound, Wines to Bockler. They head to the other end. Bockler has it, pulls the trigger on a 3, out, no good. Rebound, Duncan. Duncan clears it out on the side to Craig Moffitt. He hurries it down. Woltman guarding him. Moffitt into the paint. Now leaves it on the side. Schuler for 3, no good. Rebound loose, long, taken down court. Finally claimed there by Bockler. He gets it to Wines. Wines drives, puts it up and in, and they call a charging foul on Mike Wines.
Moffitt did a good job of standing his ground in there. Craig Moffitt's not very big, but he's pretty strong, and he hung right in there. Wines' second foul, 3 on St. Anthony. Bulldogs' first turnover this quarter.
Mark DiMarzio is not too popular in Golf Gym right now, but I think he made the right call. You can watch for yourself tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock on our Florida TV station. This game will be on there.
I don't know, Larry. The Stew-Stras fans thought it was a great call.
Kind of a 50-50 proposition there, wasn't it? All right, it's 18-12. Bulldogs up by 6. Their biggest lead was 8. They thought they were going to be up by more than they are now, but Wines got called for the offensive foul, and Storm's into the ball game for Wines. So Storm back in. Moffitt has it on the right side. Takes it baseline, in trouble, kicks it out to Haney, to Rinker. Inside they go with it to Schuler, through Haney's hands, taken by Storm, ahead to Bockler. He can't save it. It goes into the wall, and Bockler tried to save it but couldn't. 2 turnovers apiece in the quarter. As St. Anthony thought they had the steal and the fast break layup, but they didn't. So Moffitt walks it down now with 4:07 to go in the first half. Low scoring game, 18-12.
Well, they brought Woltman in. He's guarding Schuler.
There's a shot by Haney on the baseline is good. Richard Haney scores underneath. Nice move.
Schuler is about the top scorer for the Comets, if not.
Yes, he is.
And Woltman, who hasn't played a whole lot of varsity balls, got him.
Actually,
Rinker steals it.
Rinker steals it, goes in for the layup and got it.
Schuler ended up scoring.
Schuler ends up with the ball and he scores.
Rinker did a nice job of knocking it away at midcourt and fed Seth Schuler for the easy layup.
Actually, Rinker is the leading scorer for Stew-Stras.
All right.
Bockler has it out in front, leaves it with Storm, wide open for a 2. It's no good. Loose ball claimed by Woltman. He puts it up and got fouled on the shot. I believe Storm was on the line for a 2, wasn't he, Greg? I did not see the official indicated 3.
I think you made a correct call there.
And then Woltman got the rebound. He tried to put it up, and he got fouled by...
6 fouls on the Comets. That one goes against Richard Haney, his first of the evening.
So Doug Woltman to the free throw line, the 6-foot sophomore.
Boy, he hasn't hardly played at all at the varsity level, and he's playing a lot in this game.
And he hits the free throw.
I do know that one of the usual reserves for the Bulldogs, I saw Jake Nieberg. He isn't dressed tonight, so that's probably why Doug's getting so much playing time.
Luke Weatherall returns, and Richard Haney gets a glad hand as he sits down. He did a good job off the bench for the Comets. And 19-16, St. Anthony's lead at 3. It was 8. Just like that, the Comets came back. Woltman with his second toss. It's good. So the sophomore hits them both. That's a big lift. For St. Anthony's 2016, Bulldogs up by 4 with 3:22 to go in the first half. Moffitt across for the Comets, leaves it on the side with Rinker. Nice feed underneath the Weatherall. He's got it, puts it up, blocked from behind by Bouchou, and a foul. Looked like he got all ball, but that's not how Torrey Hepp saw it.
Ryan Bouchou thought he got all ball, too. He was a little disappointed by that call. His first foul, 4 on St. Anthony.
Luke Weatherall, 6'3" senior, a 64% free throw shooter on the year, goes to the line with 3:13 to go here in the half. Bulldogs up by 4. Weatherall hits the free throw. That's his 3rd point of the night. Cuts the St. Anthony lead to 3.
Luke had to sit quite a lot in the middle part of this half. He picked up 2 quick fouls.
Yeah. But when the Bulldogs made that run, they decided they needed him in there. He misses this free throw, and Ryan Bouchou gets a rebound. It's loose on the floor. St. Anthony ends up with it as Storm has trouble getting it down against Rinker underneath the Woltman. Layup good.
Nice job by Storm to be looking underneath.
And a good move by the sophomore to get to where he needed to be on the floor to receive the pass. There's a steal. Storm takes it away. He drives for the basket. He puts it up. No good. And he got a foul called.
Oh, man. Seth Schuler kind of...
Good thing that Matt was down there on the end of the floor. He took a tumble.
He tried to get set. You can see him brace. He kind of put his arms over his midsection, and Storm came a-charging, and Seth kind of flew out of bounds, and Stormy wasn't far behind him. That was quite a collision. Man.
So Schuler tried to get in front of Storm. Storm tried to make the layup. They collided. And Storm goes to the free throw line, and he hits it, and he's got 4.
Seth and Stormy are not the 2 biggest kids out there, and that was some collision. Man.
23-17. Bulldogs up by 6 here with 2:52 to go in the half. Next one up by Storm. Good.
Schuler's second foul, by the way.
He's got 5. I kind of look at the format for next week's NTC tournament, and things work just right. These 2 teams could be playing each other next week, Thursday night, I believe it is. All right, Weatherall's got it. Out in front it goes to Moffitt. Moffitt flips it over to Schuler, fakes the 3, doesn't take it, goes inside to Weatherall. Weatherall wants to get rid of it, so he shovels it out front to Rinker. Rinker behind the pick, shoots a 3, out no good. Long rebound taken by Duncan, lost it, loose on the floor. Finally picked up by who? A whistle is blown, and we've got Weatherall grabbing it underneath, and a reach-in foul on Woltman, I believe.
Well, Duncan eventually ended up with it, and then he got it knocked away from him, and then a foul occurred in the ensuing struggle. Doug Woltman's second foul. Bulldogs now have still just 5, so it should be a common foul. I guess they're going to say Weatherall was shooting.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Well, it's only 5-team fouls, so if it isn't, then they ought to take it out of bounds.
They've got 7 fouls on the guess.
That's not right.
That's not right.
There's 7 fouls on, well, yeah, excuse me. There's 7 fouls on Stew-Stras.
Right. But they shouldn't be at the line, and they're not. They get it straight now.
Because St. Anthony only has 5 team fouls.
Schuler will inbound it.
I was arguing with myself. And I was right.
Yeah.
But I was wrong.
2:21 to go. You're right. You're wrong. You're right. Weatherall from the baseline hits it. Luke Weatherall's got 5 as he nails it.
Getting sort of schizophrenic there, wasn't I?
24-19.
I don't think so. Well, you're right.
Storm has it for the Bulldogs. Needs some help. Goes to Phillips on the baseline. He goes for a layup, and he rolls it in. Aaron Phillips with his first 2 points of the night. I'm sure Coach Nieberg would like to see him do more of that, and that is go to the basket with a little more authority. 26-19. Bulldogs by 7. Comets have the ball. They go inside to Duncan. He works, he fakes, he shoots, and he did not get it, but he got pushed by Phillips.
Through the foul. Phillips first. That's still just 6, but that will be a shooting foul.
26-19. St. Anthony with the lead. 1:47 to go in the first half. And Kyle Duncan shoots 70% for the year on the line. There to shoot a couple.
You like it when Mark DiMarzio calls a foul, Larry. He comes right over in front of everybody and gives those signals nice and slow and steady where even I can pick them up.
Duncan hits the free throw. He's got 5. 26-20. 1:47 left in the first half. Next free throw, Duncan got it. Duncan's got 6. Into the lineup for the Comets comes Ryan Shuddy, a 6'2 sophomore, and Duncan sets down.
See, that's second time he's gone down. I think he must not be feeling 100%.
He's playing in spurts because of probably some related problem. All right, St. Anthony looks at pressure now. Bachler gets it into Storm. At midcourt, they go to Phillips with it. Quickly over to Bachler, wide open for a 3. Out, no good. Rebound goes to Schuler.
Well, it was still a good job of getting Bachler open on a shot. He hadn't had a shot since early in the quarter.
Schuler gets it on the side to Moffitt. Moffitt needs some help. The alley-oop underneath goes out of bounds. He tried to hit Weatherall. Weatherall went one way and the ball went the other, and it goes up on the stage. They finally retrieve it. 4 turnovers on the Comets in the quarter. So with 1:25 to go, 26-21. St. Anthony up by 5, brings the ball down court. Bachler walks it across, looking for some help, gets it to Storm. Storm, and it gets knocked away, but he regains control. He goes baseline. He's in trouble, and he got hammered. They had a stormy sandwich going there, and I think Rinker may get the foul.
Rinker, Shuddy won. Shuddy got it his first. They were already over the limit.
So Storm will go to the line. He's made 11 there tonight.
He's 5 for 5.
We've got 1:13 to go. Now some question about
they need a towel.
Oh, I'm going to do a little floor mopping here.
I could read those lips. He says, need a towel.
Okay, here's the scoring in the JV game. St. Anthony won 55-54. Doug Woltman had 22. Brian Dirks had 11. Jordan Kerner had 10. And for the Comets, Andy Rinker had 15. Brett Shuddy, who's right back in the varsity game, had 13. And Lance Montgomery, a 5'9 sophomore, had 13. It was a heck of a ball game.
Those 22 for Woltman may be another reason he's playing quite a lot in the varsity game.
Could be. That's the reason he's seeing some action here. He's been playing good off at the JV level. Free throw by Storm. His first one is up and good. He's got 6 points, all from the line in this ball game. 1:13 to go, makes it 27-21. Two teams have won 27 games already this year between them. Free throw, Storm rolls it in. He's got 7 now, and he's 7 out of 7 here in the half. 28-21, Bulldogs up by 7. Their biggest lead of the night has been 8. Moffitt brings it down, gets it on the left side to Shuddy. Shuddy protects the ball, gets it to Schuler. Schuler looking. Finally gets it in motion. Left side, it goes to Shuddy. Out in front to Rinker. Has trouble with the dribble. Needs to get rid of it. Fires underneath. Bushu knocks it away, but Weatherall saves it.
Somebody's got a cut underneath there for Stew-Stras. They brought the ball out top twice, and nobody went through the lane.
Well, no one to give it to in
That's
there.
right.
Now they give it inside to Schuler, and it's knocked away, and we got a foul called on Derek Storm.
And down goes Schuler again.
Boy, he's having a rough night. He's been clobbered both ends of the floor. That was a loose ball that time, and they were just scrambling for the loose ball, and Storm gets a foul.
That is now 7, so it's 1-1 now for Stew-Stras for 40 seconds.
That's exactly how much time's left in the first half of this one.
First foul on Storm.
Seth Schuler to the line. His toss is good, and that's no surprise. He shoots 87% for the year from there.
He's been slumping.
28-22.
It was up over 90.
Yeah, it was. Next free throw by Schuler. Good. He made it. He's got 6. So he and Storm are putting on a free throw shooting exhibition. Woltman gets it inbounds to Storm. Ahead they go with it to Bushu. Dribbles, puts it up, and he got fouled by Moffitt.
Moffitt somebody should have been down closer on defense, but I'll give Moffitt credit. He got down there in a nanosecond and at least blocked the shot. He did draw the foul. Yeah. His second. Moffitt, Schuler, and Weatherall each have 2 now for Stew-Stras.
Now, had Bushu not given the head and shoulders fake, he'd have had a clean layup there, but he gave a little head and shoulders fake, then went for it. So missed it, but got fouled.
So you're saying he should have just gone right on ahead and got the shot taken care of.
Go straight to the hole when you're there and put it up and in. His free throw is good. After some acrobatics, it rolls around and falls in. Into the ball game comes Cody Rinker, and they set down Moffitt. 29-23, Bulldogs by 6 with 34 seconds to go in the first half of play. Next free toss, Bouchou, too hard. Rebound claimed by Weatherall. He clears it out, leaves it on the side with Cody Rinker. Cody Rinker.
You know, that's the first foul shot St. Anthony's missed.
Out in front it goes to Shetty. Left side to Cody Rinker. Back out in front to Phil Rinker.
Well, they could make it interesting if they score here.
Yep. Schuler has it. Schuler has it. They get it to Rinker. He puts up a shot, no good. Bouchou triggers it to Bachler. Bachler takes it to the hole, squirms, puts it in, count it, and he got fouled. Another acrobatic layup by Chris Bachler.
That is not how Dennis Luber wanted this half to end.
Wow.
He's talking to Rinker, saying, what happened with the shot down there, buddy?
Bachler knew he was going to get clobbered, but he went ahead and rolled it up there, and the darn thing rolled around and fell in.
And the foul's on Schuler, and that's 3 on him. So he picks up his 3rd foul right before the half ends.
Matches the number of times he's been on the floor in this game. Free throws good by Bachler. He's got 16 points here at the half.
They may get a shot away, though.
3.4 seconds. They go deep with it.
Look at this.
Weatherall shoots from midcourt. It's no good. He puts in his rebound and count it. He got his own rebound and put it in. A jumper from the right side, and it's good, says Mark DiMarzio. What a big basket and a momentum switcher for Stew-Stras. Wow. The shot from way out was no good by Weatherall, but it bounced right back to him, and he quickly pulled the trigger on a 12-footer and hit it at the buzzer. That's the end of the first half. Here's your score. St. Anthony 32, Stew-Stras 25.
Shop now for your 2003 Ford at Engel Brothers Ford in Farina. You'll find rebates of $1,000, $1,500, even $2,000, or take advantage of 0%.
Find Sealy mattress.
There's nothing more to pull out.
Everybody stops and watches the Bellettes, and then they go down to get some popcorn, and by the time they get back, hey, we're ready to play.
It's usually about the 5th trip up and down the court, and then there'll be this little knot of little kids out there in the door, and then they'll come in.
Bachler for 3, too long. Rebound, Storm of St. Anthony loses it to Phillips, gets it over to Bouchou, out to Storm. To Wines, he tries a 3, looks good, is good. So Mike Wines gets the lid off on a 3-pointer, and he's got 5. And it's a 10-point St. Anthony lead, their largest of the ball game at 35-25. Weatherall back in the lineup for the Comets, gets it out front to Duncan, who's also back in the lineup. They try to go underneath, can't. Duncan kicks it out to Moffitt. Moffitt hands it off to Rinker. That's Phil Rinker. On the corner, they go with it to Moffitt. Moffitt drives, squirm, shoots, deflected, taken out there by Wines, ahead to Bachler. Bachler drives for the basket, has it knocked away by Rinker. Rinker picked his pocket. That's twice tonight he's done that. Now, quickly, they get it to Schuler. He brings it down court to Moffitt. Drives underneath, looks for shooting room, turn, shot, no good. Rebound battle for, taken by Phillips. Leaves it with Bachler. I think Bachler was going to do a 180 and go in for a layup, and Rinker said, none of that in my house, so he took it away from him. Storm got bumped or pushed, or somebody did.
Wines got the foul.
Wines got the foul. He got a push.
That's Mike's 3rd foul, too. St. Anthony's second turnover in the quarter.
That was out there. He was trying to set a screen for Storm, and he used a little forearm shiver and got called for it, and he gets the foul. Turnover Bulldogs.
I'll bet somebody did shiver, too, if Mike got him with a forearm.
Moffitt has it, gets it out in front to Rinker. Rinker in the corner. Schuler looks underneath. They get it to Weatherall. He spins, hooks it up. Bouchou got a hand on it and got a hand on Weatherall. Picks up the foul.
Ryan Bouchou's 2nd foul. That's 2 on the Bulldogs this half.
6:33 to go in the 3rd quarter. St. Anthony with a 10-point lead, 35-25, and T-Town's widening the margin up by 12 over Altamont at J.H. Griffin Gym. Some good NTC action for you in the area tonight, boy. Weatherall misses a free throw, and you'll see a lot of it next week at the NTC tournament in Altamont starting Monday night. We'll be there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
This game, once again, can be seen on Flora TV Saturday at 1 o'clock. It'd probably be a pretty good watch.
Weatherall hits. He's got 8, makes it 35-26. Storm out in front has it for St. Anthony. Works against Schuler. Spins it into the corner to Wines. He's got a 3 on the way. Short this time. Rebound Phillips. Gets it off to Bachler for the layup.
Boy, that was an excellent rebound.
18 points for Bachler and another nice assist for Aaron Phillips.
Nice feed.
Phillips only has 2 points, but he's helping another way. Schuler shoots 3. It's no good. Storm with the rebound. Ahead to Bachler. Ahead to Phillips. Phillips got pushed, and now the shot gets blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Touch last by Comets, and the St. Anthony bench is claiming that Phillips got his shirt pulled from behind by one of the Comets.
Ron Nieberge really pleading his case, and then Derek Storm was down there talking, and Ron says, no, I'll argue. You go inbound the ball.
I think Storm's going to be a mediator. That's kind of what he's going to be.
Hans Blix Storm.
Wines down the paint, kicks it off to Storm in the corner. Underneath, or out in front, they go to Bachler. Down the paint, dumps it off to Phillips for 3. No good. Rebound Weatherall. Weatherall clears it out for the Comets. Gets it to Schuler. Quickly down court to Duncan. Duncan fires it out front to Craig Moffitt. 37-26. Bulldogs by 9. They go inside to Duncan. He's in trouble. He turns, shoots. It's no good. Rebound Bachler. St. Anthony brings it down court. Chris Bachler has it out top of the key. Fires it on the side to Storm. Storm in trouble. Feeds on the baseline to Bouchou. Goes up strong. Got the layup. There's a nice strong move by Ryan Bouchou.
Had to dip the shoulder and got 2 defenders out of the way.
One of them Weatherall. I think Duncan was the other, and Dennis Luber wants to talk it over.
Yeah,
so he takes timeout.
Big lead all of a sudden.
So it's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in a minute. Bulldogs suddenly up by 13 with 5:12 to go in the third.
Style cooking at its best at Ty's Family Buffet in Olney. Reunion or other special event. Call us today to reserve our banquet facilities. Enjoy affordable family dining at its best at Ty's Family Buffet, 1065 West Main in Olney, open 7 days a week.
Can you feel it? Feel what? It's here. What's here? The all-new Pontiac Vibe at Pullman Pontiac.
Go in the third quarter. 39-26. It'll be Comets ball on the side of the court.
The Comets are really having trouble getting much established inside. St. Anthony's got just enough of a height advantage.
A steal. Phillips stole the inbounds pass. And as he goes for the layup, he got fouled by Rinker. Phillips stepped right in front of Phil Rinker and picked off the inbounds pass. And all Rinker could do was foul him.
Rinker picks up his first foul, first on the Comets in the half. Boy, that was heads up.
Into the ball game comes Cody Rinker. And somebody's got to sit down. It's going to be Schuler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already. Official counting noses out there. It'll be Storm inbounding. Goes on the side with it to Phillips. Has trouble with it. Needs some help. Gets it out to Wines. Under the basket, they go to Bouchou. Makes a move. Underneath. Won't drop. Tip up. Bachler. Good.
Where'd he come from?
He came from out of nowhere. Bachler did to go high and tip that rebound in. What a acrobatic tip in by Chris Bachler. Is there anything this young man can't do?
I hope there's a college coach here watching.
On the side, they go with it to
or listening.
Cody Rinker.
Got to come see this kid.
Duncan to Moffitt. On the side, they go to Phil Rinker. Looks underneath the Weatherall. Can't get him the ball. It's 41-26. 15-point lead. Comets steal it. It's stolen by Storm and stolen right back by Moffitt, and we got a foul.
Actually, nice job by Ryan Bouchou, Larry. He saw that pass coming in, and he did a good job of swatting it away.
They call the foul on Stew-Stras.
Not a popular call on the Stew-Stras side of the floor. Moffitt is third, so Schuler and Moffitt have 3 apiece now. That's the second on the Comets in the half.
So Phillips will inbound on the side of the court. 4:25 to go in the third quarter. A 15-point Bulldog lead.
Stew-Stras has 1 point in the quarter.
Storm leaves it with Bouchou. As he goes to put it in, he gets it knocked away, but Phillips regains control. Now Wines has it, shoots a 3. It's no good. Rebound scramble 4. Phillips has it on the floor, and we got a jump call. Duncan and Phillips were scrambling, and the possession arrow favors Stew-Stras.
A 9-1 run for St. Anthony in this quarter. 1 point for the Comets so far.
That was a Weatherall free throw. I hadn't noticed that. 4:10 to go. 41-26. St. Anthony leads. Moffitt has it. They go inside to Duncan. He's up on the shot. Got it. Nice shot. Kyle Duncan's got 8.
They ran him over here on the baseline. He had a better angle on that shot. He'd been working out front, and he was just outsized.
Phillips has it for the Bulldogs, 41-28. Wines has it, top of the key, gets to Bachler. Bachler back to Storm. Storm penetrates, kicks it off to Phillips, goes baseline, up on a jumper, got it. Nice move, Aaron Phillips. That's his second basket of the game. He's got 4, and it's 43-28. Back to a 15-point edge for St. Anthony. Moffitt gets it on the side to Rinker. Nice feed to Duncan. Baseline again. Works against Wines. Decides not to shoot it.
Just no room.
Back to Rinker. Floats one off the glass. Out. No good. Rebound goes to Phillips. Phillips gets it over to Storm. Derek Storm walks it across for St. Anthony. Gets it to Wines in the corner.
Comets usually get great out-court shooting, Larry, and it's just not been there tonight.
On the side, they go to Storm. Storm drives off to Wines for the layup. Nice feed, Derek Storm. Nice layup, Mike Wines. He's got 7. I don't think Wines liked sitting on the bench too much in that first half. He said, I'm going to score in this third quarter.
He's been activated.
45-28, a 17-point lead for St. Anthony. Duncan has it, flips it on the side to Moffitt. Back to Rinker, or to Cody Rinker. His shot no good for 3, and Bouchou grabs a rebound.
Stew-Stras still has not made a 3 in the game.
On the side, it goes to Phillips. He dumps it out to Wines.
Folks, that's highly unusual for them not to have a 3.
Out in front to Bachler. Has trouble controlling the dribble. Gets inside to Bouchou. In the corner to Phillips. 2:24 to go. Bulldogs a little out of sync here offensively.
Well, they're just taking an extra pass or two. Big lead now.
Phillips has it. Drives. Kicks it off to Storm. He shoots a 3, and he got it.
See, that's what they were waiting on.
Storm hits a 3. He's got 10, and Dennis Lubers wants another timeout. It'll be a 60 because he's out of 30s. 2:08 to go. Back in a minute. 48-28. Bulldogs by 20.
Can you feel it? Feel what? It's here. What's here? The all-new Pontiac Vibe at Pullman Pontiac Buick. Cool. Yeah.
Was true is true. Craig Moffitt has no baskets. Phil Rinker has no baskets. Seth Schuler has 2 baskets. Now, those are kids that usually get you some points, and it's not been there tonight.
Rinker shoots from 15. It's out no good. Rebound goes to Bachler. Chris Bachler brings it down. He's going to be the ball handling guard without Storm out there. Bachler works against Moffitt. Takes it left side. Bachler into the paint, flips it up, out, no good. Loose ball, saved from going out of bounds nicely by Phil Rinker. He gets it to brother Cody, tipped away from behind, but taken back by Weatherall. There's a jumper by Cody Rinker, no good. Rebound out to Cody Rinker, back to Phil Rinker, and he got fouled as he went down the lane. Looked like he got an extra step, but hey, he got the basket. So give Phil Rinker his first hoops of the game. And the foul is on 31.
That's Eric Jansen, who's just joined us on the floor. His first and 3 on the Bulldogs. But it's a shooting foul.
Rinker took a shot and missed, and it came up short, and the rebound ended up back out in his position, so he made the next one. His free throw's good, so he makes a 3-point play out of it. Back in is Schuler. Sitting down is Phil Rinker for the Comets, and Wine sits down for St. Anthony, and Matt Seymour enters the ball game, 6-foot senior. So Seymour's in for the Bulldogs along with Eric Jansen, so they've got 2 subs out there now. Bachler brings it down against Moffitt, still has it on the right side, gets it to Jansen, protects the dribble, leaves it out front with Phillips. Phillips gets it over to Seymour. 1:16 to go in the third quarter. Eric Jansen has it for the Bulldogs. Takes it in between 2 people, gets it off to Phillips. Phillips for St. Anthony needs some help, gets it to Chris Bachler, being hounded by Moffitt. Bachler flips it in the corner to Seymour for 3, hits a backboard, bounces around, no good, claimed by Moffitt. He clears out the long rebound down court for the Comets. Off to Cody Rinker. Baseline, a collision, the ball goes out of bounds, touch last by Matt Seymour. It'll belong to the Comets, and Schuler will inbound. 47 seconds to go in the third quarter. 16-6 scoring edge. Here's Weatherall for 2, and he hits it. Luke Weatherall hit the jumper off the inbounds pass. He's got 10, and he's the leading scorer for Stew-Stras.
A little closer.
48-33. Was a 20-point ball game.
They scored 5 straight here.
Off to Seamer on the side. 28 seconds to go. Out to Eric Jansen. Ron Nieberge hoping to get the last shot of the quarter here. Bachler protects it. Needs some help while being guarded. He gets it off on the side to Jansen. Glances at the clock. 17 seconds to go. Eric Jansen makes a move into the corner, and there's a reach-in foul on Cody Rinker.
A very freshman-like foul there on Cody, who is a freshman. That's his second, and that's still just 3 on the Comets in the half.
11.1 seconds to go here in our third quarter of play. Homecoming at St. Anthony's Golf Gym.
You watch Cody.
Queen Cabas, it'll be inbounded.
That's right.
They get it into Eric Jansen. He has trouble with the dribble, gets it off to Seamer. Seamer back out front, stolen away, but it's going to be recovered by Jansen. Back to Bachler. 1 second, a long 3 hit the rim by Bachler right in front of the homecoming court. That's where he shot it from, folks, near midcourt. That's the end of the third quarter. Back in 60 seconds. St. Anthony 48, Stew-Stras 33.
There's all
third quarter. 10-4 rebound edge for St. Anthony.
Storm down the paint, puts up a shot. No good. He got fouled in the act of shooting by one of the Comets. He had an opening. He just drove down the paint, started to put it up, and got fouled.
Phil Rinker's second foul. 4 on the Comets. That's a shooting foul. As far as three-point shots, Larry, St. Anthony 2 of 8. And Stew-Stras missed 2 more. They still don't have a 3.
Storm back in the lineup for St. Anthony to start the quarter, and he misses his first free throw of the night, I believe.
7 for 7 up until then.
48-33. It's a 15-point game. Was 20 by the Bulldogs. 48-28, but as Greg said, they'd scored 5 in a row. Storm misses again. Weatherall grabs a rebound. Moffitt quickly down court to Schuler. He drives and got tripped by Bachler as he started to make a layup. So Schuler will go to the line, and there's another trip to the floor for Seth Schuler.
And Chris didn't even argue. He says, yeah,
it's on me.
First foul, 4 on St. Anthony. Common foul.
All right. We're in the fourth quarter here at Golf Gym.
I tell you, Chris, Bachler's just so much fun to watch.
Weatherall shoots from the corner. It's no good. Loose ball knocked out of bounds. Touch last by Schuler, and that Bulldogs may have got a break there. It looked like Bachler touched it last, but Doug Williams says no. He's going to hear from his old softball buddy Frankie Brandt down there on the bench when he runs by. You know that, don't you? There you go. Storm fires it over to Wines in the corner. Wines back out in front to the alley-oop underneath to Phillips. Goes for the layup. No good.
Haney got a piece of that, I think.
Got it deflected. So Richard Haney in the ball game got a hand on it, and Stew-Stras ends up with a basketball.
Yeah, Duncan's down with Haney in there.
Weatherall gets it on the side. Schuler goes underneath to Weatherall, or to Haney, knocked away from him. Bachler ends up with it. Ahead he goes with it to Phillips. Phillips layup, good. Phillips made the layup, and he's got 6. Nice feed from Bachler, by the way. 50-33. It's a 17-point game. Rinker bounces a pass in the corner. The alley-oop underneath to Weatherall. He ends up with it. What's he going to do with it? Dribble it out of trouble. Now leaves it in the corner. Schuler back to Weatherall. Another jumper. Good. Boy, Weatherall's got that 8-footer down pat, doesn't he?
Didn't they work hard to get him a shot? He came in there back to the basket with 2 bigger kids on him, and so they kicked it back out to Schuler, and Seth got him open for the little wing shot. That was pretty.
Bachler has it out for the Bulldogs. Goes inside to Wines. Back to Bachler. Spins. Kicks it back to Wines for 3. No good. Front of the rim. Rebound. Wines for 2. Got it and got fouled.
What great hustle. What a way to follow up your missed shot. Nice move by Mike Wines.
Wines missed a 3, but hustled after it and drove all the way to the hole. Got the 2 and may end up with 3 points anyway.
Luke Weatherall, his 3rd foul. That's Moffitt, Schuler, and Weatherall with 3 each for the Comets. Now they have 5 team fouls this half.
Here comes Duncan back in for the Comets for Weatherall, who picked up his 3rd, you say? Boy, I tell you, he's been carrying the bulk of the offense for the Comets. 12 points here.
Yeah. Well, that's what we talked about earlier about the kids that usually do the out-court shooting have just not been able to get the lid off tonight. So
52-35. Wines hits a free throw, so he does make a 3-point play out of it. He's got 10. 53-35, back to an 18-point ball game. Moffitt brings it down, leaves it on the side with Schuler. To Duncan, down the paint, stops, pops, got it. Kyle Duncan's got 10. He's in double digits. 53-37 with 6 minutes to go in the ball game. NTC action at Golf Gym. Bachler for 3. In and out. No good. Rebound Duncan. Flips it off on the side to Moffitt. Moffitt quickly down to Schuler. Schuler has Bachler on him. Out in front to go to Duncan. Back to Schuler. Shoots a three. No good. Short. Loose ball. Batted around. Stolen. Nice job by Rinker to keep it in action there. Phil Rinker gets it out front to Moffitt, who hits a three. So Craig Moffitt's got 5 as he hits a three-pointer.
He doesn't shoot many threes. That was big play.
53-40. And now the ball's knocked out of bounds by Schuler over there as he and Storm tumble. Weatherall coming right back into the ball game for Phil Rinker.
Plenty of tumbling between Schuler and Storm.
They've been going at each other pretty good. Phillips will inbound for St. Anthony. It gets deflected by Richard Haney off the official's knee. So Phillips will try it again. He goes deep to Storm this time with it. Storm walks it across with 5.5 minutes left in the game.
You're saying that was a half inbound play.
Inside it goes to Bouchou, who makes a nice spin move on the baseline, and Ryan Bouchou's got 5 as he scores. 55-40, back to a 15-point game. There's Bouchou with the block. He knocked Duncan's shot up against the wall. It'll belong to the Comets.
He was faking, trying to get Wines out of the way, and here came Bouchou to knock it out of bounds.
63 block shots on the season coming into the ball game for Ryan Bouchou. Coming in as Doug Woltman again, the sophomore. He's going to give Storm a breather. Woltman came in the first half, scored 4 points for St. Anthony. In for the Comets comes Cody Rinker, and he's going to come in for Richard Haney. Haney's a 6'3" junior who's getting better with more playing time, my estimation. The more he plays, the better he gets. The alley-oop to Rinker, goes high to get it, or to Weatherall, has it stripped from him, and now Woltman gets it and got fouled by Schuler. They alley-oop to Weatherall, and he bobbled it, and St. Anthony stole it, and then a reach-in foul.
Second turnover on the Comets. Foul on Schuler, his 4th, and that is 6. Still a Comet foul.
So Phillips will inbound for the Bulldogs on the side of the court with 5:12 to go in the ball game. Full court pressure here by the Comets. They get it into Bachler. Bachler takes it down all the way, stops, shovels off to Bouchou, goes up for a layup, missed it, got his rebound, puts it in after this whistle. And it'll be Bulldogs ball out of bounds as they whistle the Comets.
Shouldn't be. That should be 7, Larry. Mark doesn't know that, I guess. That's
44.
4. Weatherall's 4th foul, but that's 7 on Stew-Stras, according to my book.
And they do now indicate from the bench that it is a 1-and-1, so Ryan Bouchou will go to the line. 5 points for Bouch.
You know, I'm not always right, but
as Coach Nieberge calls him. 5:06 to go. Free toss by Bouchou's good. Ryan's only a 37% free throw shooter, but he's hit a couple tonight. 56-40, Bulldogs by 16. 5 minutes left in this one. Toss no good.
Oh,
wait a minute. No good, and he banked it in.
Hang on now.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear him call that one. 57-40, a 17-point St. Anthony lead. Schuler, nice pass underneath the Weatherall, but Bouchou knocks it out of bounds. It'll belong to the Comets.
So it was a nice pass and nice defense.
Yeah. Schuler will inbound, looking, bounce pass to Duncan. Duncan kicks it way back out to Moffitt. Inside they go with it to Weatherall. Nice feed to Duncan, goes up for the shot, didn't get it. Loose ball rebound, Weatherall up, no good, got fouled.
Bouchou, I think, got him. Let's check.
You know, it's a cold night, but it is hot in the old gym because these players, every chance they get, are wiping perspiration with their uniforms. You notice that?
I am almost to do that very same thing.
But you're not wearing a uniform.
Oh yeah.
Weatherall misses a free throw.
Well, yeah, there's that.
I'll go down to the bench and get you a towel. Free throw, Weatherall good this time. Luke's got 13, and we got a timeout, Comets. So it's timeout with 4:47 to go in the ball game. It's a full 60. I think that's all they got left.
That's exactly right.
57-41. St. Anthony by 16. Back in a minute.
For your prescription medicine needs, come to Throgmorton Palace Pharmacy. We're willing.
Largest selection of leather in Southern Illinois.
Coach Luber called the timeout there after that basket, or after that free throw. It's 57-41. It comes into Bachler. He's double teamed at midcourt. He clears it across and has it knocked away by Cody Rinker. Good hustle by Cody, but he couldn't control it. It'll still belong to St. Anthony. 4 minutes and 43 seconds left in this one. A 16-point Bulldog lead. Phillips will inbound. As soon as a water boy can get the water down. There's a steal. Weatherall steals the inbounds pass. Gets it off to Moffitt. He drives. Knocked away by Bachler. Taken by Weatherall. His shot no good. Loose ball taken finally by Bachler. Bulldogs have a 3-on-1. They go to Phillips. Phillips pulls up on a jumper. Banks it up no good. Rebound Wines good. Mike Wines has got 12 as he stuck in the rebound off Phillips' missed shot. 59-41. It's an 18-point St. Anthony lead. Here's Cody Rinker for 2, no good. Rebound goes to Schuler, and he gets fouled by Wines as he puts up a shot.
I think that's 4 fouls on Mike Wines. I'm all of a sudden all shaken. I checked the board and it doesn't agree with me, and I checked with Millie Lang from the Daily News and she didn't agree with me either, and that's got me fearing I might be wrong.
Board now says 4. Maybe they heard you.
Oh, sure, I'm right.
No good by Seth Schuler. He'll
right about that part. Is that 3rd foul on Bushu that she only has 2.
Bachler sets down as Derek Storm comes in. Chris hasn't had a breather yet tonight. 59-41 Bulldogs, 4:11 to go. Bachler's got 20 on the night. Schuler looking for number 7, got it.
First point in the second half for Seth.
Storm hustles it down for St. Anthony. Gets it across the timeline. Takes it right side, uses a pick, needs some help, gets it to Wines in the corner. Wines loses a dribble, gets it out front to Phillips. On the side they go to Storm. Bulldogs running a little clock here. Storm's in the corner, drives, needs some help, gets it off to Phillips. Back out in front to Wines. Wines takes it right side, goes for the layup and got it. Wines just drove around people and has 14.
You notice that nobody wanted to step over there in front of him either.
That's right. Out in front it goes to Moffitt.
Strong kid.
He gets it to Cody Rinker in the corner to Schuler. Back to Rinker. Cody drives, puts it up, rejected by Bushu. Woltman saves it in the corner. Very nice job of saving it, and then gets called for a travel. So Doug Woltman made a nice save in the corner for the Bulldogs, but took steps trying to keep inbounds. That's 2 Bulldog turnovers. Here comes Haney in, and Duncan's going to sit down.
All the homecoming court on their feet over there for St. Anthony.
3:21 to go in the ball game. Comets get it inbounds. Moffitt kicks it back out to Schuler. Across the paint, he drives, he puts it up, rejected. Stepped out of bounds with it. But it was touched by St. Anthony out of bounds. So it belongs to the Comets. And Schuler was trying his best to get a basket in there in the paint, but had the ball knocked away. It'll belong to the Comets. They get it into Haney, quickly out to Moffitt. Looks underneath, nothing there. Back in the corner to Schuler. Inside to Haney, works against Wines and Bushu. Shoots, didn't drop, got fouled.
Bushu probably.
I think you're right. 41.
So that's either 3 or 4 fouls on him. Yeah, Millie, 3, all right.
She's helping you
sure,
out.
Yeah.
Millie, you'll get the paycheck tonight.
Hey.
Haney's free throw, good. Richard Haney's got 5. Into the ball game comes Rinker. But he's coming in for the shooter, so he has to wait. 3:07 left in this one, 61-43.
So now Haney will miss so he can stay in the game.
Haney's free throw, good. Oh, he nailed it.
He's a team player.
6 points for Richard Haney. He leaves the game, and Phil Rinker returns. It's 61-44 St. Anthony. 3:07 to go in the ball game. Phillips looks to inbounds. Gets it into Storm. Storm double team. Gets between the double team. Gets it across. Still on the dribble. Takes it baseline to Woltman. And they miss connections on what would have been a layup for Woltman had he been able to catch up with Storm's pass. But instead, it's turnover number 3 on St. Anthony. Here comes Richard Haney. Yes, Richard Haney returns to the lineup, and Rinker sets down. Coach Luber's using an offense-defense here, I think. Try and get the right people on the court. Platoon basketball. Pass in the corner goes to Schuler, to Weatherall, and he got pushed from behind.
By Ryan Bushu.
Probably.
Millie, how many fouls is this on Bushu? Tell me how many. Lean over here, tell me.
3, because it was on Storm.
Storm?
Storm go.
All right, thanks, Mill. Derek Storm. But they only got 2 on him, Mel. Oh, so it's 3 on Bushu because he didn't get another one. Yeah, okay, I got you. Smart Alec. That's right.
From the line, Weatherall misses. Rebound goes to Bushu. He needs some help. He clears it out to Wines. Back to Storm, off the official. And now Storm and Moffitt crack heads. The ball goes out of bounds, and wow. Moffitt and Storm are...
Well, they're both
kind of rubbing the knot, aren't they?
Wanting the number of that truck.
Moffitt looks at Storm and says, how are you doing?
Well, they both are squinting.
Phillips gets it into Wines. Wines has it. Moves down court, gets it safely across, draws a triple team. Somebody ought to be open. He gets it to Storm, who is in trouble. Back to Wines. Somebody ought to be open under the basket with 3 men on you. Storm takes it into the corner, has trouble with the dribble. Finally gets it to Wines. Wines out to Phillips. Phillips drives for the layup. Didn't get it.
Somebody.
Hand in the net. Count the basket by Aaron Phillips.
Yep.
He's got 8. Someone from the Comets reached up and got their hand in the net while the ball was on the cylinder.
Luke Weatherall had that hand up there trying for the rebound and got it in the net instead.
Storm sits down on the bench and they bring Bockler back in. Boy, he got hit in the head and he's still feeling the effects of that. So is Moffitt. Boy, they really crunched heads out there. Moffitt picks up the dribble, needs some help, gets it over finally on the side to Cody Rinker. Underneath they go to Phil Rinker. His shot no good. Woltman's got the rebound. Ahead to go with it to Bushu in the corner. He can't catch up with it. It goes out of bounds. And Woltman tried to get a pass down court and he just threw it a little too far. That's the Bulldogs' 4th turnover. 2:07 left in the ball game. Duncan's going to come back in for the Comets. Duncan comes in for Phil Rinker. It'll be Comets ball to move down court. No pressure by St. Anthony. 63-44. Bulldogs up by 19. Their biggest lead of the game was 20 at 48-28. Here's a pass to Schuler. Shoots it too short. Front of the rim. Rebound nicely. Weatherall puts it up. No good. Rebound Woltman. Clears it out on the side to Wines. Wines brings it down court. Dumps it in the corner to Phillips. He fakes the shot. Brings it out. Coach Nieberg said, let's run some clock. Woltman has it. Goes underneath for the layup. Didn't get it. Gets called for the offensive foul. So Woltman got called for the charge.
They didn't run much clock.
I'll give him credit. He knows where the basket's located.
Woltman's 3rd foul. Bulldogs' 5th turnover, and Doug's going to check out here.
It's a very fast clock.
Yes.
1:41 to go in this one.
Ronnie's talking to him now, saying maybe you shouldn't have taken that ball in, Doug.
They need a towel to wipe the basketball off and the floor down there. And
we got towels everywhere.
Matt Hensley throws out a shirt.
He's got a
too cold to take your shirt off, Matt.
He's got a dog pound t-shirt towel down there. Look at that thing. It's tie-dyed. Who wouldn't have it? It looks like something Sonny might have worn when he was still hanging with Cher.
I got you, babe.
I got your shirt, babe. And it's being used to wipe up the floor here. Of course, that's kind of how their relationship ended, you know.
She wiped up the floor with him. Inside it goes to Weatherall. To Duncan for 15. It's no good. Rebound Phillips. There's it out for St. Anthony, and we got to reach in.
You must have read that book about. That's a real tell-all book. Oh, golly. All I ever need is you. Let's see. That foul's on. We'll get back to the ball game here in a minute. Close to Duncan, wasn't it? It's him, all right, and that's his first foul. Been plenty of contact, but it's his first foul.
Bushu sits down. Jansen comes in. Seamer wants to come in, but he's coming in for the shooter, Aaron Phillips. So we got to wait. 1:26 to go. 63-44.
They say our hair may be too long.
Phillips misses the free throw. Rebound Weatherall. Tipped away by Bockler at midcourt and stolen. Loose ball. Bockler ends up with it. Now the Comets have it. Duncan throws down court. Gets it to Schuler. His layup no good. Gets his own rebound and gets fouled.
Poor Seth. Boy, it's been a frustrating night for that young man.
Derek Storm picks up the foul.
That's his third, right, Mel? Okay, then I checked.
1:13 left.
Don't want to assume anything now.
NTC tournament action starts Monday. We'll have games for you. The late game Thursday, the late game Friday, and the championship game Saturday. Free throw good by Seth Schuler. He's got 8. Into the lineup now comes Seymour. Sitting down is Aaron Phillips. Phillips with 8 points and how many rebounds tonight?
8 more.
8 more. He's been averaging 7.8 rebounds a game, so he's right on track. Someone off with the jersey now for the Comets as they make some changes. We're going to get Andy Rinker into the ball game. He comes in for Cody Rinker. So we can keep the nameplate the same on the desk there.
That's right.
Rinker for Rinker. 1:13 to go in the ball game. 63-45 Bulldogs. Good again by Schuler. He's got 9. In comes number 32. Lance Montgomery in
for Schuler.
The Bulldogs bring in Brian Dirks, number 30 for Storm. Also Simple's in, Ungren's in, Jansen's in.
Actually, Dirks is wearing 33, Lance.
Okay, Dirks is wearing 33.
Just to avoid confusion here in a minute.
And the Comets make more changes with 1:13 to go. Duncan sits down, gets a good hand. They bring Brett Schultz into the ball game, so I think we've just about cleared the bench here.
So if you missed the JV game, you're ready now.
Luke Weatherall sets down, gets a good hand.
Luke ended up with 11 rebounds besides his points tonight.
Ryan Shuddy's out there. We'll pick these Comet players up for you.
Henry
Brett Schultz
is in.
Henry Probst. Seymour gets it into Simple. He brings it down for St. Anthony. Gets it across midcourt. Brian Simple picks up his dribble, gets it out front to Seymour. Seymour takes it right side, gets it to Dirks on the corner, and Dirks kicks it across the timeline, but one of the Comets, no one did touch. I didn't think so. That's a turnover, and over and back on St. Anthony. Because it was Dirks who kicked it and went over, and the Bulldogs touched it. That's 7 turnovers on St. Anthony here with 57 seconds left in the ball game. 63-46. St. Anthony looking to go 4-0 in the conference. Andy Rinker has it. Gets it in the corner to Montgomery. Out in front to Schultz. Here's the 3 on the way by Andy Rinker. No good. Rebound Seymour. And I think Schultz got a foul plus an elbow on the head.
Bad combination.
Yeah. Montgomery, Schultz, Shuddy, Rinker, and Probst out there right now for the Comets.
Brett Schultz ends up with the foul, his first of the night.
Matt Seymour will go to the free throw line for St. Anthony. Matt, a 6-foot senior, shooting 80% on the year. I think he's 8 out of 10 from there. Takes his time. Seymour's free throw is no good. Rebound cleared out by Shuddy. He clears it on the side to Henry Probst. Bounce pass goes to Andy Rinker. Andy shoots from the baseline, out, no good. Rebound Ungren. Jeff Ungren clears it out to Brian Simple. Simple, the 5'7" junior, brings it down with 19 seconds to go. Back out to Seymour. Seymour has it for the Bulldogs. They're just going to let the clock run down here. 12-10. Eric Jansen now has it. He's just going to hold it. 5, 4, 3. Takes the dribble, and that's it. It's all over. Here's your final score. The St. Anthony Bulldogs, 63. They celebrate homecoming with a win over Stew-Stras, who had 46. Back with a recap in 1 minute.
73% of Clay County youth do not...
...by the following. Your